Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Unstoppable Denominators channel of Wrestling Results here in this channel. So today we have in-ring segment WWE Champion Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Backstage we have Bobby Lashley is with MVP, and they are watching Lesnar on the monitor. Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander walk in. Alexander says they are happy to have the Hurt Business back together. Lashley tells them to hit the bricks. Lashley works alone now. Back in the ring, Heyman does his classic introduction for Lesnar. Lesnar is giddy with excitement. Lashley's music hits. VP and Lashley walks down to the ring. MVP introduces Lashley to the crowd. Lashley tells Lesnar that it's an honor to be in the ring with Lesnar. Lesnar says, with all due respect, he knows Lesnar has been ducking him for 20 years. Lesnar says, with all due respect, it's an honor to be in the ring with himself. Lesnar says Lashley wasn't on his level, so he had no idea who he was until day one. Lashley tells Lesnar he's a comedian. Lesnar tells a knock-knock joke. Lesnar, knock-knock. Heyman, who's there? Lesnar, Bobby. Heyman, Bobby who? Lesnar, exactly. Slaps knee. Lesnar as it impossible to beat Brock Lesnar if you're a Brock Lesnar wannabe. Lashley stews while Lesnar drops the mic and walks down. Benjamin and Alexander attack Lesnar from behind. Lashley quickly dispatches both of them. AEW Tag Team Championship, match. RK Bro versus the Alpha Academy. Riddle and Gable grapple on the mat. Both men end up getting tied up in the ropes. After locking up again, Riddle almost traps Gable in a modified armbar. Gable gets to the ropes again. Gable runs into a kick from Riddle. Riddle flattens Gable with a senton to the back. Gable falls out of the ring. Riddle blasts him with a PK, followed by a springboard. Floating bro. Riddle and Orton pose as we cut to a commercial. After the break, Gable and Otis are working over Gable. Orton is steaming on the apron, totally hopeless to assist Riddle. Riddle surprises Otis with a floating bro. Riddle tags in Orton, who clears the ring. After a distraction from Otis, Gable escapes Orton's Hangman DDT attempt. Gable goes up top. Orton cuts him off. Superplex by Orton. Both men are down. After they bounce off the mat with a sickening thud. Orton calls for an RKO. Otis takes out Riddle outside the ring. Otis gets a blind tag. Orton tries an RKO, but Gable pushes him into the world's strongest slam. Otis pins Orton, and we have your winners and new Raw Tag Team Champions, Alpha Academy. So let's move on to the next page. The Street Profits and Damian Priest versus the Dirty Dogs and Apollo Crews with a Commander Aziz. Ford drops Crews with a dropkick. Crews sends Ford into the corner. Ziggler tags in and lands a few strikes. Ziggler misses a splash in the corner. Priest tags in and kicks Ziggler in the head. Priest lands a flurry of strikes on everyone. Ford, Priest, and Dawkins stand tall after the break. Cruz press slams Ford. Standing moonsault by Cruz for a near fall. Cruz and the dogs are taking turns working over Ford. Ford manages to tag in Dawkins. Dawkins suplexes everyone. Ford lands a dive over the top. Back in the ring, we have Dawkins lands a sky high. As soon as Dawkins stands up, Ziggler drops him with the zigzag for the win. We have your winners, the Dirty Dogs and Apollo Crews. Fuck Apollo Crews. He needs to stop wrestling. I'm sorry. He sucks. In the ring segment, we have Seth Rollins. Rollins is excited for the Royal Rumble. Why? Because it's the night he will become the new WWE Universal Champion at the Royal Rumble. It will be brother versus brother. Roman Reigns against Seth freaking Rollins. There are 3 things that are always true. Death, taxes, and Seth Rollins beating Roman Reigns. Big E interrupts. Big E says he is excited for Rollins and his magic at Royal Rumble. Rollins asks why. Big E says he has officially entered the Royal Rumble and he is chomping at the bit to go on to WrestleMania and defeat Rollins for the 8th title. Rollins says Big E could never beat him. Big E wants to test that theory out tonight. Big E goads Rollins into the eyes into saying yes. Rollins versus Big E. Rollins runs right into a belly-to-belly suplex by Big E. Big E runs into a boot from Rollins. Rollins lands a dive. Rollins tries another, but Big E cuts him off. Big E flattens Rollins on the apron. And there, big splash. After the break, Rollins is working over Big E outside of the ring. Rollins lands a flying knee off the top. Big E kicks out. Rollins continues his assault. Big E manages to spear Rollins off the apron. After the break, we have Big E lands another splash. Big E calls for the big ending. Rollins avoids it and lands a rolling elbow. Big frog splash by Rollins. Big E kicks out. Rollins sets up the stomp. Big E reverses it into a powerbomb. Big E traps Rollins in the stretch muffler. Rollins gets to the ropes. Bossman slam by Big E. Rollins kicks out. Rollins eventually lands a series of elbows, followed by the stomp for the win. Your winner, Seth Rollins. Let's move on to the next page. I think this will be the last page. In ring segment, we have Rhea Ripley and Nikki ASH. Oh my God, come on. Nikki keeps cutting Ripley off. Ripley tells Nikki they were supposed to be out here to talk about the Royal Rumble. Nikki basically says the whole time she was doing Ripley a favor by staying in the team. Ripley says they are done since Nikki is making it weird. Ripley tries to shake Nikki's hand, but Nikki refuses unless Ripley tells her that she still believes in her. She obligates and she says she wants to stay friends. Nikki agrees and they hug. Nikki attacks Ripley on her way out to the ring. Nikki says an almost superhero doesn't need friends. Backstage we have Reggie with 24/7 champion Dana Brooke. They are eventually chased by Archer, Tozawa, and Tamina. Reggie runs into Omos. Omos hems Reggie up and tells him to watch what he does tonight. He's going to do even worse to Reggie next week. We have Omos versus Nick Sanders. Sanders into Omos and bounces off Sanders. Sanders tries to crawl away, but Omos steps on his foot to stop him from getting away. Omos tosses Sanders all over the ring. Omos Gossel sells Sanders for the win. Your winner, Omos. The Cutting Edge. Edge's guest tonight is WWE Hall of Famer and his wife, Beth Phoenix. Phoenix joins Edge in the ring. Edge puts Phoenix over as a total badass. Edge throws to a video package that highlights much of a beast Phoenix was doing her time in the ring. Phoenix tells Edge she's going to break him off a piece tonight for putting her over. Phoenix promises to destroy Maurice at the Royal Rumble. Maurice and Miz interrupts. Miz tells the crowd that he stands with Ben Simmons. Reminder, they are in Philadelphia, tonight. Miz says he had Edge beat until he had used Phoenix to win that match. One of the Miz spies let Miz know about the video Edge had made for Phoenix, so he had an even better one made for Maurice. Edge puts over Maurice, but his wife can deadlift a Buick. Phoenix notes all of a sudden Maurice is as quiet as a mouse now that she is back. Phoenix promises to break Maurice. Miz goes on a rant telling Maurice how bad she is going to beat Phoenix at the Royal Rumble. Maurice walks away. Phoenix says if Maurice doesn't show up at the Royal Rumble, she's going to take great pleasure in knocking Miz's teeth in. Hopefully this is the last page. AJ Styles versus Austin Theory, I should say. Austin Theory tries a leapfrog, but Styles avoids it and lands a backbreaker. Theory stomps Styles' face. Suplex by Theory. Styles responds with a drop kick. Styles ends up on the apron. Theory blasts Styles with a rolling back drop kick. After the break, Theory lands a modified Ushinagi. I don't know, for a near fall. Styles catches Theory with an elbow to the face. Styles sets up the phenomenal forearm, but Grayson Waller pulls Styles off the apron. Waller decks Styles, causing a disqualification. Your winner, AJ Styles. Styles eventually chases Waller off. Becky Lynch joins the commentary team desk for the main event. Alexa Bliss destroys her therapist's office after he shows the footage of Charlotte Flair destroying Lily. In-ring segment, Becky Lynch. Lynch runs down each of the competitors in the main event. Number one contenders match, we have Bianca Belair versus Liv Morgan versus Doudrop. I'm sorry, but I'll explain to you guys why I'm going to be pissed off at the end. Morgan lands a dive and gets a near fall on Belair. Belair runs over Morgan. Morgan responds with a Rana. Belair suplexes Morgan. Doudrop flattens them both with a low crossbody. Morgan tries a diving Rana, but Doudrop reverses it into a electric chair drop onto Belair. Doudrop tries to pin both women at the same time, but Belair kicks out. Doudrop misses a senton in the corner. on Morgan. Morgan stomps on Doudrop's back. Doudrop dumps Morgan over the top. On the way down, Morgan hits the ring steps. After the break, Belair and Morgan trade shots. Morgan traps Belair in the rings of Saturn. Belair gets to her feet. Morgan hits a code breaker on Belair. Doudrop eats one as well. Morgan slingshot Belair in the corner. Morgan sets up a superplex. Doudrop pulls Morgan off the top and hits a power bomb as Doudrop pins Morgan. Belair hits a 450 to break up the pin. Both Doudrop and Morgan kick out. Belair clears the ring and hits the KOD on Morgan. Lynch breaks up the pin and Belair chases Lynch around the ring. Lynch sends Belair over the desk. Doudrop bonsais drops Morgan for the win. Your winner, Doudrop. After the match, Lynch offers Doudrop a handshake. When Doudrop reaches, Lynch slaps her. Lynch tries a manhandle slam, but Doudrop tosses her out of the ring. Alright, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that way you guys do not miss an upload here on this channel. I'm unstoppable. Please subscribe. You guys do not want to miss any of wrestling results here on this channel. And I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.